Well, today we have a couple of real heroes with us. Elyse, Tryon, and Lieutenant Scott Lopez are both being recognized by Red Cross New Mexico as two people who have distinguished themselves as real heroes this past year. Welcome to both of you, and thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that deserves an applause, right? Real heroes right here in our studio. Love that. It's really an honor. You know, I joke a lot. We talk to the idols and we talk to celebrities, but there's, as I said, there's nothing like a real hero, and there's nothing, you know, that exemplifies hero more than what you do. First, Elyse, talk to us a little bit about your experience, because you were involved in the Haiti earthquake that occurred last January, and that was a really big deal, and you were actually executive director, correct?
Right.
So tell me a little bit about that experience for you.
So I was executive director of St. Anthony's Alliance, which is an Albuquerque-based nonprofit.
Right.
And we had actually had established ties in Haiti for over 10 years. So when the earthquake happened, we contacted our organization. It's called Haiti Projects.
Okay.
And it's another U.S.-based organization. And they were luckily okay. They were outside of Port-au-Prince.
Okay.
But we had just an outcry of people wanting to help.
You know, you can see on the video exactly what was going on, and who could forget that? Those images were startling and certainly sent a chill through all of the world, not just in Haiti. So now, how did you take part in this personally? What were some of the things you did?
Well, what I did was collaborated with a lot of organizations. So we worked with another local organization called Global Relief Now.
Okay.
So about 3 weeks after the earthquake, we went over and delivered food. We actually flew into the Dominican Republic and delivered food, and actually did a basic healthcare workshop. I helped do that with one of the doctors. And then when I came back, we organized a crutches drive and a tent drive, because that was what was really needed at the time. And Sandia Labs actually helped us a lot with that. So really, it was a collaboration of a lot of different organizations.
And thankfully so, because we need all the help we can get in those kind of situations. And you should feel so proud of yourself. It's got to be the most rewarding experience to know you're doing something proactive to make a difference.
Yeah, it's great, and I'm very grateful to the Red Cross for recognizing these efforts. I think it's amazing to be recognized by an organization that has just given unwavering support to places all over the world.
Absolutely.
So.
And Lieutenant Lopez, you are being recognized as well. You were among the first on the scene at the MCOR shooting last July, and I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like from a first-hand experience. Can you give us a little bit of your experience from that day?
Sure. MCOR was a very tragic event for Albuquerque and the people that experienced it, but it was a very defining event for those who responded. And first officers were on scene within 30 seconds, and they started to relay a lot of the information. And when I finally got there, I realized it was a small war zone. But amongst all the tragedy, there were heroes that surfaced. The officers that went inside, I took 9 officers inside the building with me to look for the shooter. And then there were 4 officers that stayed behind that were tending to the victims. And unbeknownst to us at the time, there were MCOR employees that were staying behind, putting their lives in danger to render aid to their fellow co-workers as well.
It's amazing to see the resilience of Americans, right, when tragedy strikes. It's just unbelievable, and you were one of those people, and we can't thank you enough. And I want to mention that APD, Albuquerque Fire Department, UNM Hospital, Sandia Labs, as you mentioned before, Kirtland Air Force Base, and Manzano Mesa Multi-Generational Center are also being honored by the Red Cross for the way they all responded during the MCOR shooting. And Lieutenant Lopez, I mean, you are a part of the Real Heroes Steering Committee, so talk to us a little bit about that.
The steering committee started meeting a couple months ago to plan for the Real Heroes event. Throughout that time, they have come up with a class act event, and they've also been doing a lot of fundraising for the event.
Okay.
Right now, we're about $12,000 short of our $100,000 goal, which is why we're pushing for the buy a seat, be a hero for a hero.
Right, and that's only $100.
$100, and what that goes towards is actually buying a seat for people like myself and Elyse and the other people that are being honored.
And you know, when you think about it, Elyse, right, we spend $100 on clothes or on going out to dinner, but $100 for this purpose is certainly worthy, more worthy than anything else I can think of.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Just by giving $100, you can help so much. $100 really goes a long way.
It really does. And I want to mention that Elyse and Lieutenant Lopez will be presented with the Red Cross Disaster Relief Hero Award that's going to be on May 24th at the event. And we're so appreciative of all that you do. And everything you continue to do for the community and beyond. Really, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we also want to send it over to Michael because we've got some other special people in the audience to talk to. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki. I'm here joined by Vick and Carol Schultze, actually, who are longtime volunteers, Red Cross volunteers. Now, how long have you been volunteers for?
It'll be 12 years in September.
12 years, amazing. That's a long time to volunteer. Now, you are retired, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, it's important to know now, you spend a lot, what a way to spend your retirement, let me just tell you. Wonderful way. God bless you guys, honestly, really. But do you have to be retired to participate or volunteer in the Red Cross?
No, you don't have to. People are still working and they're volunteering the time that they have in a very important job.
Right. Now, tell us some of the things that you've been involved in.
Well, we've been involved in everything from 9/11 to Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Charlie, several tornadoes, wildfires, plus all the local things that we do.
Right. How did you first get involved with the Red Cross?
Well, I had a gentleman that I knew in Red Cross already come and say after I retired from nursing, Carol, I think you would like Red Cross. So I jumped in, started taking classes, and I didn't even know I had to apply. I just came in through the back door. I've been there ever since.
Right. What kind of nursing were you involved in?
I was an oncology nurse at St. Joe, which is now Loveless.
That's wonderful. And Vic, yourself, was it your wife's influence, or how did you get involved in it?
Oh, formerly I did search and rescue work, and I got a little too old to be tromping through the woods at night, so I decided to do something different.
Right. Now, it seems like the both of you were made for the Red Cross, really. You guys were just made for the Red Cross. But you don't have to have all that talent. In fact, the Red Cross can train you. Is that correct?
That's right. And take advantage of the classes they give because they teach you how to work with people that are in crisis and how to prepare for disasters, which we all know isn't planned. So we have to be ready.
That's right.
And,
there's no telling.
And just take the classes and prepare for everything that you can.
Right. Vic, what kind of classes were you trained in?
Oh, I was trained in primarily mass care. I've taken all the classes, even though I'm primarily interested in logistics and technology and so forth. So we take all the classes that are available because it not only helps you with what you're doing, but you also understand what the others are doing.
Right. Now, Carol, I want a nice answer here is, why do you do what you do? Why?
Because I love it. I've always been rather a caregiver through my life, and now I can continue on. I found another place where I can help people, and when I came out of nursing, I wanted to continue after my family was all grown up.
She loves it. What do you guys think? I love it too. That's a wonderful, wonderful way of putting it. Now, Vic, what would you say about this organization to our viewers?
I say you can do everything that you can to support the Red Cross, and by doing that, you're supporting your fellow citizens that are in need.
That's wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Now, did you guys, important question here, really important question. Did you guys color coordinate today?
Well, we started out, but he went and got the different shirt.
Nice. Nicely done. Well, we thank you, Carol and Vic. Thank you so much for what you do. We'll be back with more right after the break.